Hello, what's up, Guru Nation? What's up, everyone? Welcome in to our live mock draft Monday here on YouTube. Appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight. We are live streaming this thing, and it's going to be a 12-team PPR Superflex on Sleeper. We've got 10 strong members of the Guru Nation already here, and we've got an open slot for anyone that's just tuning in and wants to grab it. The link is in the comments. So if y'all want the last spot, the very last spot, get in now before we get the draft going, y'all. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. First Superflex mock of the draft season. We kicked off mock draft Monday last week with a 12-team single quarterback PPR format league, and this week we're going to go with Superflex. But yeah, y'all, this is going to be a lot of fun. For those of y'all new, this is YouTube, our YouTube channel, Spencer the Guru YouTube channel. For those new to the channel, I thank y'all for coming on, and we're y'all's number one source for fantasy football, all things fantasy football. We do other stuff here and there, but our main focus is fantasy football content, year-round fantasy football, no off-season for us. We're live all year round, 365 days a year, and we're kicking this thing off early with an early redraft, draft 12-team PPR Superflex here in the middle of May. So y'all strap in. It's going to be a good one. And yeah, let's get this draft board pulled up here. And it looks like we got it filled. Ice Up Son was our last one. So we've got a full house tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get the screen share thing going so we can get the draft going for y'all to see it. And here we go. All right. Let's do it. 12-team PPR Superflex mock draft. And we'll get it all kicked off here in 3, 2, 1. We are underway. Brett Schwartz going to kick us off here with the 101. Big shout out to Brett. We'll see what he goes with here. And that's what I always like about Superflex, because the first pick is not set in stone, y'all. The first pick could go a wide variety of directions, being that the quarterbacks obviously juiced up, being that you not required to draft two, but it's highly recommended that you draft two, since it is a Superflex format to where you are eligible to start two quarterbacks and that they're generally the highest scoring position. It would be wise to draft two. So Brett most likely going with one here. I would think Josh Allen would be a logical choice. He is a Bills fan after all, so pretty sure that's the direction he will go. But you got Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, a lot of stud quarterbacks out there. But to me, Josh Allen definitely has the most upside because of what he offers as a passer and a runner. And ooh, yeah, wow, the auto pick screwed Brett. And man, that's loud. Wow, Sleeper. I might need to tone those notifications down a little bit. God damn, that's loud. It's right in my ear. Damn, I need to turn this feedback down. But anyway, yeah, first three all quarterbacks. You know, Josh Allen normally goes first. I'm sure Brett, if he'd have made it in time, unfortunately, I guess didn't make it in time. He would have taken Josh Allen there. But yeah, Mahomes and Herbert, no surprise that they went top three. That's normally how the top three goes. Not exactly in that order, but those are typically the top three players going. And now I'm up here at pick 6. Very interesting decision for me here, because I could go with a QB, but it could also go with a running back. But I'm thinking the best decision here will be to go. Yeah, this is tough, y'all. This is tough. I'm gonna go ahead though. It is super. You know what? We're gonna go with Joe Burrow right here. We're gonna go with Joey B to get going here with this the 6th pick. And yeah, I just feel like it's better to not get left behind with the quarterback, a potential quarterback run. Running back would have been cool there, but to me, with Joe Burrow, he's gonna put up another big year. He's got nowhere to go but up. This dude is just getting started, as I like to say. It'll be his 3rd year in the league. And yeah, he's a proven elite QB1. And then Cooper Kupp goes right after him at pick 7. Maybe a tad high for Kupp in Superflex, but not a bad selection. Let's see what Irish does here at pick 8. Wow. Going with Jalen Hurts. Yep, you see these quarterback runs, man. These quarterback runs. If you can get on a big quarterback run, it could throw it off. And there goes Kyler Murray to Roger there. And now Will picking here at pick 10. See if he keeps the QB run going or goes running back or receiver. That's a lot of different directions you can go. I kind of like picking near the back of these super flex mocks because you can go pretty much anything. Going Justin Jefferson there, another receiver off the board. Albert up next. Be interesting to see where he goes. I'm thinking I don't see myself going back-to-back quarterback. Some people like to do that in super flex. I usually find the best strategy is a lot of times you get your one quarterback early and then get your second one in either rounds 3 or 4. Typically tends to be how it shakes out. But sometimes if a really good one would slip, it's not bad to go back-to-back. And now Lamar Jackson goes there at 11. That was a solid selection. So now we've got a total of 6, 7 quarterbacks going. So over half of the first round is indeed quarterback. So our new guy, Ice Up. Shout out to Ice Up. I think he's a new channel member there, taking Austin Eckler with the 12. That's actually what I was kind of thinking about at pick 6. And goes Eckler and Jamar Chase. That's a solid back-to-back duo. He's might be in trouble though with his quarterbacks because he doesn't pick again until the end of the third. I know a lot of leagues are going to that third round reversal thing, but I've kept it the traditional snake. So yeah, if you don't take a quarterback with either 112 or 2-1, you might be up a creek at that position. But you never know. I mean, Eckler and Chase are money in the bank studs, so it might pay off. Now Albert up again. Be interesting to see what direction he goes here. Just took Lamar. Could he be the first to go back-to-back QBs, or will he take another running back? Not many running backs have gone. Oh, CD Lamb. Damn, that's kind of high for CD. Wow, I'm surprised. So he sniped Will. I know Will's a Cowboy fan, although I doubt he would have wanted to go back-to-back receivers there. Going to King Henry. Another one going 0 quarterback to start. Let's see, Roger here got Kyler Murray there at the 1-9 going CMC. Wow, CMC really slipped down there to the 2-4. I thought he would have still been a first rounder. Yeah, that's an amazing value for Christian McCaffrey. I know I've gotten on him about his injuries and such, but man, he's at that price, you can't argue with that. That's too good to pass up. Najee Harris going here at the 2-5. That's a good value too. I would have thought CMC and Najee would have gone toward the end of the first. And there goes Russell Wilson there in the middle of the second. So yeah, I'm glad I got Joey B. Probably not going to go with my second quarterback here. The running back pool. I mean, there's some guys I could go with. Let's see, it's a total of 3, 4, 5, 6 running backs going. I could consider one here. Receivers, though, they still got some elite options there. Got Devontae Adams, Diggs. Yeah, you know what? I think Devontae Adams is going to still do really well with the Raiders because of Derek Carr being his old college quarterback. I think they're gonna pick up right where they left off at Fresno State. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh man, the running backs. I don't want Bengals back to back. I'm gonna go ahead and take Devontae Adams here with the 2-7. I could have gone Joe Mixon, but I didn't really want back-to-back Bengals. Travis Kelce, that's a good one there with Caden. I mean, I was maybe considering Kelce, but I think Devontae was the better option there. Goldie up next there at the 2-9. Took JT with his first selection. Going to be interesting to see what he goes here. If he can, I mean, they still got some good quarterbacks. Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. They still got some worthy quarterback ones. And there goes Matthew Stafford. All right, yeah, I'm shutting off the sound effects, y'all. I can't take that anymore. But anyway, yeah, Matthew Stafford. That's a good choice. That's a good choice because I think it's set to where it's set for single QB. So anytime a quarterback goes, they're gonna go wow. So it's yeah, no, this is super flex sleeper. Get y'all sound effects fixed. Justin Herbert was the selection there by I'm not sure who that is at pick 3. I think another new channel member. Shout out to what is his thing? CC Strong. Okay, shout out to CC Strong. Going Joe Mixon, Justin Herbert, and Joe Mixon. I like that start. And now Santana up. He got Josh Allen there at pick 2. And now Brett just got here just in time to make his second pick. I'm sure he's going to be salty about ending up with Pat Mahomes instead of Josh Allen, his boy, being a Bills Mafia guy. And so there goes Joe Mixon. DeAndre Swift to Santana at 11, at 211. I like that. I like Swift there at the back end of the second. He's a guy in single quarterback that typically goes at the beginning of the second, sometimes the end of the first. So that's a pretty good value there. Dak Prescott goes at the end of the second, followed by Alvin Kamara, who is very risky, with his potential suspension, but at the beginning of the third, the value's not bad. So Mahomes and Prescott go to Brett there. That's a solid start. Both of those are quarterback ones for sure. And then Santana up again here. Could go with a receiver, could get his second QB, second running back. That's the cool thing with these super flex mocks, y'all. You can build your roster in a variety of ways. You can get creative with it more so than with single quarterbacks, where it's pretty much you're kind of boxed into drafting these, the running backs and receivers. Maybe the Kelsey type, maybe Josh Allen could sneak in, but it's typically all running backs and receivers in the first 4 rounds. So it's cool with these to get some quarterbacks up in the mix. And there goes Aaron Rodgers there at the 3-2. Stephon Diggs goes at the 3-3. He's another one I was considering around the spot where I took Adams, because Diggs in that Bills offense is going to eat well, being the clear-cut number 1 there. Let's see, Goldie, JT, and Stafford. There, that's a good start. That's a good start. Stafford's all right as a QB1, and he's got the overall RB1. So that's solid. Ooh, Mark Andrews still on the board. That's intriguing. Nick Chubb still there. Okay. A lot of options. A lot of options available here. Or it could go with the second QB. Let's see. You got Kirk Cousins, Trey Lance, Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson. Running backs, Nick Chubb still there. Saquon. I think I'm going to have to go with an RB. Get my first running back here. Receivers, still got a lot of big names available. Still got Mark Andrews. Oh, Caden sniped me, man. Shoot, Nick Chubb at the 3-5. Damn, that hurts. That hurts. Oh, my gosh. What do I do? Ouch. That throws everything off. Ooh, man. Man. Caden Knight, you son of a gun. Let's see here. All right. Got to regroup. I got to decide what we're going to do. Could go with another receiver. Nah, could go tight end. Mark Andrews really tempting, but I don't think that'd be smart to go receiver tight end. I think we're just gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to go. I think we're gonna have to go Cam Akers here. Let me give Cam Akers a shot here at this 3-6. I feel like that's the best spot for him. Not the best, that's a good spot for him because he's a guy, he's coming off injury, but he came back really quick. And he's somebody, if he can retain or reestablish himself as that lead alpha dog in the Rams backfield, he could end up being a solid RB1 because last year with McVay, they committed to that one back system up until the Super Bowl where they kind of used the committee deal. But Sony Michel's gone, y'all. Sony Michel's gone. It's just Daryl Henderson. So I'm thinking Cam Akers could end up being a nice bounce back candidate this year. And so Deshaun Watson went to 3-7, followed by A.J. Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Derek Carr. I like the Derek Carr pick. I was thinking about Derek Carr. That was a good pick there by Will. I was thinking about doing the Carr Adams stack, but I felt like I needed an RB1 there, and Cam Akers was the best option. And Mark Andrews, what a value there at the 311. And then Ice up next there at the 312. He gets back-to-backs. It'll be interesting to see what direction he goes. I think he's got to grab a quarterback with one of those two for sure. Got to grab a QB, because if you don't get a QB there at that point, you're never gonna get one. I mean, you're gonna get one, but it's gonna be somebody near the bottom. It's not gonna be anybody that would be reliable to be one of you. He might have to do the one. Oh, he goes Debo. Okay. I feel like if he doesn't go a quarterback here, he's just going to maybe punt the position. I see some people that do that strategy where they just punt the position. Less than 30 seconds where he gets to go. Oh, Trey Lance. Okay, he did the Debo Trey Lance stack. That's really risky. It could pay off. If it pays off, got a lot of upside. It could pay off to where Trey Lance and Debo could be a lethal stack. Or if they don't have good chemistry, that could end up being a disaster, because then they both might bust. Because if Trey Lance is really gonna hit his ceiling, he's gonna have to get on the same page as Debo. So yeah, unless Debo gets traded. I mean, there's still the possibility of Debo getting traded. I wouldn't expect it, but it is possible. Still, I would think the 49ers get a really good offer from like a team that could still use receiver help like Green Bay. But I'm thinking, though, that Debo ends up staying put in San Francisco. Let's see. Breece Hall going at the 4-2. That's a solid value for Breece. That's a solid value. You know, I think in other type of formats, like, you know, the regular formats, Breece is more like a third rounder, but in Superflex, early fourth, that's good value. Kyle Pitts going at the 4-3. Maybe a little high in Superflex, but not a bad pick. Tom Brady at the 4-4. Damn, I'm mad. I'm jealous of that. That's a great value by Roger. I really would have liked to have gotten Brady at the 4-7. I mean, y'all know that's definitely, I'm not a Brady lover by any means. I can't stand Brady, but at that price, I'll take him. If he falls at a fourth in a super flex, give him to me all day, because I think he's better than Rodgers, and Rodgers went in the third round for fantasy purposes. I'd take Brady because the Bucks throw so much. Saquon goes there in that 4-5. So, yeah, I'm in an interesting spot here. I could go a lot of directions. T. Higgins went there at the 4-6. George Kittle there. I don't think I'm going to go with a tight end. Could go with a WR2. Could go with a RB2. Aaron Jones, David Montgomery. Interesting options there. Quarterback. Could get my second QB. You know, Kirk Cousins there. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what we're going to do. I think we need to get that QB2 secure. Let's go Kirk Cousins here. I think Kirk Cousins in the middle of the fourth is a great value, because with Kevin O'Connell coming to Minnesota, I definitely don't see Kirk Cousins' pass attempts going down. If anything, I see him going up. I think Kirk Cousins, they're going to throw more, which is why I really like Justin Jefferson this year and think he could definitely pass up Cooper Kupp as the overall wide receiver 1 this season. So, yeah, I like Kirk there in the fourth. Kirk and Joe Burrow, I like it, along with Devontae and Cam Akers. So, Caden up here. He's doing 0 quarterback. I may have pissed him off there by taking Kirk Cousins. Because, yeah, that's tough now that you don't have a QB yet. But I guess he'll go at one here. But anyway, yeah, this mock's been pretty interesting. so far. We've had, let's see, how many quarterbacks have we gone? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 QBs have gone. And now some running backs. Montgomery and Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette just went 2 there. So both these teams have 3 running backs. Damn, Goldie really stacking up on their RBs. Let's see what CC Strong's going to go with. He's got what I did, quarterback, running back, receiver. Could go with his second quarterback here. Or could go in with his second running back. I personally, if I was him, I would probably go with his second running back because I don't really like these quarterbacks. Oh, second receiver, that's not bad either. Keenan Allen with Diggs. Those are both very reliable PPR options. So that's a really good start. I think CC Strong is going to get a pretty high grade when this is all said and done. Santana up next. Went with Allen and Rodgers. QB heavy start. Going with Aaron Jones. You have a couple of Packers there. And then now we've got Brett Schwartz. He did the quarterback duo stack and now goes with Kamara and Zeke. Man, he's got the all-name team. He's got all big names there. And then Antonio Gibson. Wow, he's punting receivers and tight ends early. He's going all quarterbacks, running backs. I don't mind it. I think that could work potentially. Mike Evans goes there at the 5-2. Santana gets his first receiver. Could have done the Schwartz strategy and gone with all running backs and QBs, but I like the Evans pick there. He'll have a nice year with Godwin coming off a torn ACL. Evans should see all the looks he can handle. And Strong up next. I would think he'll go RB2 or QB2 here, maybe tight end. It would be Elijah Mitchell. Yep, RB2. Eli Mitchell, that's a good pick there in the beginning of the 5th round. Some people are thinking he's going to fall off, but I think he could bounce back. Faux show. I mean, not bounce back, continue what he did. He had a great rookie year. So there's no way he's going to be bouncing back. It'll be building upon his success from last season. Yeah. Sometimes, like my boy Greg Larnard said, sometimes words are hard. Sometimes we get tongue-tied. But let's see. George Kittle, the pick there at the 5-4. And now Tua Tagovailoa, Caden gets his QB there at the 5-5. So now we're up here at 5-6. Let's see what to do here. Either RB2 or WR2. We got some interesting running back options. James Conner, J.K. Dobbins, Josh Jacobs. Receiver DK Metcalf, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore. Damn, this is tough. Kenneth Walker's there. James Conner. Man, James Conner and Cam Akers, that's such a risky backfield. Well, so with J.K. Dobbins and Cam Akers. I feel like, though, James Conner, considering just how much upside he has, being that he's a goal line guy there and can catch passes, here in the 5th round, I think we're going to go with him. We have a veteran option to pair with Cam Akers. So I feel like that's a pretty solid backfield duo there. And now we've got Richie Rich up next. One of our dudes that joined late. Shout out to Richie Rich. Let's see. He's got 2 receivers and 2 quarterbacks. He went with a 0 RB strategy and boom, grabs his first one, Travis Etienne, which would have been a good pick for me there. But I feel like James Conner was a better complement with Cam Akers. Like with Akers and Etienne, like I don't think I would have wanted 2 really inexperienced backs there. Conner has some miles on him, and he is a little injury prone, but the Cardinals obviously trust him somewhat. The fact that they didn't draft any running backs to hella late and let Chase Edmonds walk without really signing any new big name in free agency. So I think Conner there in the 5th's a good value. Amari Cooper and Terry McLaurin get snagged there at the 5-8 and 5-9, followed by J.K. Dobbins at the 5-10. Solid RB2 there for Will to pair with the King Henry, Derrick Henry and J.K. Dobbins. 2 big backs, old bruising type of backs, but I think that in those run-heavy offenses, those picks will suffice. Jalen Waddle goes at the 5-11. Decent price for him. Not sure exactly how he'll do in Mike McDaniel's offense with Tyreek Hill obviously coming in. That's going to take away some looks, but I still think there'll be enough for Waddle to remain fantasy relevant. Ice up next. He got Trey Lance as his QB1 on Austin Eckler, Jamar Chase, and Debo. He's got back-to-backs here at the 5-12 and the 6-1. Let's see here. You kind of look at the big board. What we see here, we got DK Metcalf still floating out there. Darren Waller, Hopkins suspended his ranking. I don't think they've adjusted it. I made the mistake last time of letting Hollywood Brown slip. Need to queue up Hollywood Brown because it's a crime how low he's ranked. And then Jerry Jeudy, they've got low. I guess after that was some other news that broke. Jerry Jeudy had gotten arrested, so that kind of clouds his status. But I still think. I don't think it's anything serious. He might get a small suspension, but I don't think it would hurt his stock too much. Justin Fields goes at the 5-12, and then DK Metcalf at the 6-1. It's a good price. But, I'm just letting y'all know Marquise Hollywood Brown is a glitch right now on Sleeper because they haven't really adjusted for the Hopkins thing. Man, Deontay Johnson's still there? Damn. I need my WR2, so I'm queuing these up. So for those of y'all watching, don't snipe me. Well, if y'all do, it's fair game, but yeah, we'll see. If y'all do, I'll compliment y'all because those are both really good receivers. Trevor Lawrence at the 6-2. I like that. That's a good value. Go with Lamar Jackson there. Albert off to a solid start. Oh, he did the Lamar Andrews stack. That's cool. That's solid. Mike Thomas goes at the 6-3. Bold pick there by Will. I kind of like it. It's risky. Like I said on the pregame show on Instagram, I'm not sure how I feel about Thomas. I don't know if I can see myself drafting him, but at the 6-3, there's some value there. Kenneth Walker goes at the 6-4. Not a bad pick considering Chris Carson. His career very well could be over. Jameis Winston goes at the 6-5. Jameis and Jalen Hurts, solid QB duo. Definitely would not worry about the Drew Brees rumors as much as I love you, Drew, but as much as you want attention, I'm not taking you serious, bro. I really don't think Drew Brees is coming back. I think that's a bunch of smoke. But so Jameis Winston I think he's a solid QB2 this year, so I like that as a second quarterback there in the 6th round. Josh Jacobs goes here now. It is my turn at the 6-7. So I guess we'll go with Deontay here. To me, this is just too good of a value to pass up on Deontay Johnson. I know Big Ben's going, so he might not catch quite as many passes, but he might be able to stretch the field a little more. I know he's not really a field stretcher, and Mitchell Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, nothing special, but I still think Deontay could put up some solid numbers. And as a WR2 in the 6th round, there's just so much value there. Considering in single QB, he typically goes in like the 3rd or 4th round. I know this is super flex and guys fall, but to me, this was a absolute steal. DJ Moore goes at the 6-8. I like that in a PPR. I think that's a good value. Goldie up here, he's got Taylor, Stafford, Javonte, Lenny, and Kittle. Wow, look at the value on Lenny. Falls at a 4-9. Javonte in the 3rd. Not bad. Not a bad value in Superflex, but Leonard in the 4th. Wow, that's a steal. Let's see, we got Darren Waller, the baller, still there. He'll probably go with one of these teams. I'll need a tight end. He's got his tight end with Kittle. So I'm thinking Goldie here. Well, he needs a receiver. He's got no wide receivers. He's got some good ones left still. Michael Pittman, Chris Godwin, Devontae Smith, Hollywood, Jerry Jeudy, A-Rob. They've got some solid. Mike Williams, Big Mike Williams, they call him BMW. Up Hollywood goes. Hollywood, great pick. Great pick there by Goldie. I don't know if he was watching, but I hope he wasn't because that'd be like great minds think alike. But even if he was, if I sold him on it, cool, because like Hollywood's a guy that I think without Hopkins, he could be a WR1 to start the season, and it could be a deal where if him and Kyler get comfortable enough, Hopkins might end up being the number 2 over there because Hopkins is getting up in age. Hopkins isn't a spring chicken anymore, so I'm thinking Hollywood there at the end back part of the 6th is a good value play. CC Strong up here at the 6'10". He's got a good build so far, and he's a QB2. He has a strong core of running backs and receivers, and his QB1's Justin Herbert. So he doesn't necessarily have to go quarterback here. He could, though, but there's not really a whole lot of studs out there. Darren Waller the baller, that's a good pick. Could get his QB2 on the way back. Santana up next because Santana and Schwartz both have their QBs. Let's see what Santana does. Yeah, Hawkinson's still available. That could be a good pick. Chris Godwin. I know he's coming off the ACL, but I think he's a good value. Michael Pittman, I like that. We'll queue up a few players there. Judy's intriguing. Let's see. Running backs. A.J. Dillon, I think's a good value at this point. Pollard, maybe. Not a whole lot of running backs. So Pittman and Godwin, boom, boom. There they go. Both good values there. Hawkinson's a good value here. Receivers, yeah, we went over that already. Yeah, Damian Harris, not a bad value. And CEH, all these running backs. Because, I mean, there's a big drop-off after them, so those are all pretty good values here. And Godwin goes. That was his first receiver, wow. And then Big Mike Williams after him, so both good picks by Mr. Britt. Dalton Schultz goes, followed by Mac Jones. Wow, I'm surprised Schultz over Hawkinson. I'm pretty surprised by that. Pretty surprised. But not mad at it, just a little interesting. I feel like Schultz is a lot of times slept on, but he had a good enough year last year to where he's gonna go pretty high in drafts, most likely. Hopefully not too high to where there won't be any value. I feel like in the 7th of a super flex, that's a little too high. I would have rathered him like in the 8th, middle of the 8th type of range. Yeah, let's see what goes. You got Tannehill, Matt Ryan, Zach Wilson, Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, Jared Goff. Yeah, the quarterback pool's getting thin, y'all. Davis Mills, Kenny Pickett, Mitchell Trubisky, man. Baker Mayfield. Pooh, Lord. I'm glad I got my 2 quarterbacks. That is a disaster as far as what's left at quarterback. Running backs, there's still a few out there. Receivers, there's still some out there. Tight ends, still some out there. So, yeah, this is the time. These mid-rounds, this is where you load up on running backs, receivers, and get your tight ends secured. Oh, Caden got back on. Going to get his pick in. Oh, just a little bit short, it looks like. Oh, Treylon Burks. Okay, he did get it in. I think the auto pick was going to give him Hopkins, but then it changed to Burks. Good looking out. All right, we are up now at the 7-6. This is interesting. Hawkinson would be good here, but I don't know, man. They got Jamison Williams now, so I'm not necessarily like jumping to get Hawkinson here. Damian Harris, CEH. A.J. Dillon. Man, I just really like A.J. Dillon this year. That's one of like my guys. You know what? We're gonna take A.J. Dillon here, man. I'm marking it down. A.J. Dillon is one of Guru's guys for 2022. You can quote me on that because A.J. Dillon is somebody that I think is just gonna see more and more work in that Packers backfield. I know Aaron Jones is still the lead guy, but I think Aaron Jones might see more work in the receiving game where A.J. Dillon is going to see more and more carries, more and more goal line looks. The sky's the limit for this guy because Green Bay, the way they're doing things, they just gave Jair Alexander a huge contract extension. I mean, Green Bay, outside of Aaron Rodgers, they're just more investing in their defense. They're basically telling Aaron Rodgers, look, you're getting old. You're almost 40 years old. Quit worrying about being an MVP and all that. Just be a game manager. They're wanting Aaron Rodgers to be a game manager. I know that sounds nuts being that he's a 2-time defending MVP, but that's the direction Green Bay's going. They're building the defense and the running game, and they're not worried about getting the flashy big name receiver right now. They're wanting to just play old school, run the ball, control the clock, play good defense, which is exactly what the 49ers did to them in the playoffs. So I'm thinking Green Bay, they're not worried about. That's why I'm not saying that's exactly why they traded Devontae Adams, because I still don't think they should have traded Devontae Adams, but they probably made it easier for him because they were probably like, well, now if we ship him off. We can just identify as just a clear-cut defense first, run the ball team. And we've got Aaron Rodgers, It's just kind of weird, It's just kind of like they're old school, but they've got it's like they're like the old school blue collar style, yet they drive a Corvette. It's like, what the heck? Like, you got this Corvette, and yet you're all the old school type thing. But I mean, it is what it is. It could be a recipe for success. It's just, will Aaron Rodgers buy in? Will he be able to handle being not as much of the lead dog like he's been the past couple of years? I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is a funny guy, but I think A.J. Dillon is going to keep going up. But anyway, we've had a lot of picks since then. We had T.J. Hawkinson, who I was torn between with him and Dillon, and Cortland Sutton, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Damian Harris, Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary, and Kareem Hunt. A lot of running backs going there. And then Drake London, our second rookie receiver, going. Okay, there go the rookie receivers. I'm going to have to queue up then Chris Olave, my favorite of the rookie receivers, with my New Orleans Saints. I'm thinking Chris Olave is going to be a very good value pick. Hopefully his ADP doesn't get too inflated. I feel I'm going to be one of the analysts that helps inflate it if it does go way up. But I definitely like him a lot. I think he'll have a nice rookie year. But they do have some other guys, Darnell Mooney, Elijah Moore, Hunter Renfrow, Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson, Garrett Wilson, another intriguing rookie out of Ohio State. There's a lot of guys that could go here. So definitely keeping all options open. But I'm thinking here the best pick will probably be one of these. Probably one of veterans. So I might wait on Olave. I'm thinking A-Rob here could be a good pick. I mean, the Rams' offense is money in the bank. Let's see. Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney, just because of targets, man, he's going to see so much volume that I'm thinking he could be a good value somewhere around here. But he's on the Bears. He could slip. Let's save him for later. We'll move him down. We'll save him for later. Hunter Renfrow, he's another one. Let's save him for later. Did I queue up? Oh, Garrett Wilson. Okay, yeah, Wilson and Elijah Moore. That's an interesting case. Interesting case. Not sure which one out of Wilson and Elijah Moore is going to be more productive. And zoop, there goes Garrett Wilson. Going there at the 8-6. So, damn, this is tough. You know what? We've got Devontae in it. You know what? F it. Chris Olave, 8-7. I mean, I know it's kind of high, but which I probably shouldn't be doing this because I don't want to inflate his ADP already. But I mean, no, I got to show him some respect, though. I mean, I feel like he's right up there with Treylon Burks, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. And to me, it's like he should be going as high as them. But for some reason, his ADP is not quite up there. I know Michael Thomas is back, but y'all, Chris Olave, the Saints gave up all those picks to get him. They must see something special in him. So I'm thinking I'm not saying it was a great value. I mean, I may have reached on him a bit, but hey, got to get your guys, right? I feel like these first 6 are all good values. And then I got my guys there at A.J. Dillon and Chris Olave, 2 players that I'm very high on in 2022. And we could still get some veterans on the way back. We could get an A-Rob or a Lockett potentially, or Mooney. Got more safer option here. And then running back, though, Tony Pollard still there, Cordero Patterson, Chase Edmonds. So Melvin Gordon even maybe. I don't really like that, but James Cook's available. So there's options. There are options out there. There are options out there. Dallas Goddard. So, yeah. Could be a lot of interesting decisions here. Devontae Smith, auto there at the 8-11. Pratt Freiermuth, the Moose. I like that, the Moose. And Zach Ertz. Oh, there go the receivers. Gabe Davis. I forgot about Gabe Davis. He was still there. A-Rob and Tyler Lockett. Damn, and Brandon Cooks still there. I kind of like Brandon Cooks. I mean, because John Mechie, the rookie they drafted, he's coming off an injury, ACL tear. So I think Brandon Cooks could end up being a nice value. I'm going to get him up on my deal here. I think Cooks and Mooney would probably be my ideal choices here. Let's see. Tony Pollard, Chase Edmonds, James Okay. Yeah, there's still a lot of intriguing options out there. And did some of these guys go third quarterback? No, those are all both second quarterback. Ryan Tannehill and Zach Wilson. Okay. Let's see. Goldie up here. He could use a third receiver. Most likely where he'll go, I would think. Brandon Ayuk. Yep, that's a good pick. Caden up next here. Goes Darnell Mooney. Okay. All right. I guess we'll balance it out. Since I took the upside rookie there at Olave, let's go with the salty veteran in Brandon Cooks to compliment him in case Olave is not really ready for week one. You know, we could have Brandon Cooks in there as good depth and early season guy, because I think early on he'll be the clear target hog for the Texans. Not that the Texans are some dynamic passing game, but Davis Mills showed me enough last year to where I think Cooks could still be fantasy relevant. Matt Ryan off the board here. Is this a third quarterback? Yep. Oh, yeah, to cover for Deshaun Watson, because Deshaun Watson, that's another news nugget for y'all. League wrapping up the Watson investigation where his suspension, if any, should be announced soon. I think it'll be at least a few games. So, yeah, smart to get a third quarterback. Richie Rich, good looking out, man. That was a good pick. Rashad Bateman, Chase Claypool, Tony Pollard, and Elijah Moore all going. Those were all solid picks. Really like the value on Bateman, Pollard, and Moore. Feel like that's about where Claypool should go. Dallas Goddard, another good value pick. I thought about maybe taking him, but I think we're just going to wait on tight end. Only got 3 rounds left, y'all. 10, 11, 12. So Goddard off the board there. And now 10-1. Who will go next at the 10-1? Kickoff round 10. Almost done, y'all. Home stretch of this mock draft Monday. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in and made the transition to YouTube. I know we're normally on Instagram, so really appreciate everyone that's come over to YouTube and still supporting the Guru Nation here. And y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel if y'all haven't already, because we're going to be doing a lot more stuff here on YouTube. This is going to be more the new norm. We're going to be more on YouTube because Instagram Live is just it's just trouble, especially if you like me and have a goofy phone that always seems to die, but at the worst time. But anyway, James Cook goes at the 10-2. That was a good value. I think Cook is somebody that could have upside there. Michael Gallup at the 10-3. That's a solid selection. Mike Gesicki, 10-4. Not bad. Irish Boy up again at the 10-5. I like his Bateman pick there. Dawson Knox was the one before that. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I got 4 receivers, only 3 running backs. Could go at a 4th running back here or a tight end. Let's see. Rashad Penny, kind of interesting there. J-Rob, he's coming off the Achilles. Ramondre. Yeah, there are guys out there that could be worth a selection here. Adam Thielen was there. Man, this is the first time I'm like mad at myself. I would have taken Thielen over Cooks probably and stacked it with Kirk Cousins. Holy crap, man. They had Thielen ranked way too low. I haven't really been looking at receivers too much of it. Man, Adam Thielen, Irish boy. Hats off to you, my friend. That was a hell of a selection. And now Jamison Williams at the 10-6, and now we're up here at the 10-7. God damn, yeah, this is tough. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we got Dylan, Connor, Akers. Let's see. Damn. You know what? I guess we could go Rashad Penny in the off chance that Kenneth Walker either starts off slow or gets hurt. Because in that case, Penny would probably be the only game in town. If he could stay healthy, he could be very fantasy relevant. Don't really like taking him there. I'm not real wild about the pick, but could be worse. Oh, Gronk went there. Wow, I forgot about Gronk. Could retire, but could also go. Damn it. Pat Freiermuth went. Stupid auto picks, man. Threw everything off. Now I'm going to be stuck with a crappy tight end. Damn. Oh, well. Yeah, I should have gone Fryermuth. I'm really upset at myself. I'll have to knock down my grade. We're going to do the grades real quick after the draft for all 12 teams like we promised. We're going to do it report card style instead of number grades. Carson Wentz goes there at the 11-4, followed by J-Rob. And now we're up here at the 11-6. Might be worth taking a third QB here. Let's see. Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, Davis Mills, Danny Dimes. I don't know. I don't really like any of those. Receivers, tight end. Oh, man. I don't know which tight ends to go with here. Irv Smith. Is there any like late gems out there? Not really. Not really. Damn, all the tight ends are gone pretty much. Ouchie, ouch, man. That is tough. I don't know, dude. I guess. Damn, man, damn. You know what? I guess maybe we could just punt on tight end. Could do that. I think it's super flex. Let's go Davis Mills here. Have the Brandon Cook stack. Chase Edmonds went there. That was a good pick. Could have gone with him. Have more running back depth. Because, yeah, all these tight ends suck. I mean, I basically would just be streaming at that point. So, might take a running back on the way back. I probably should have taken it. Man, I'll be real with y'all. I am not doing well in these later rounds. I'm making some mistakes, but that's the whole point of this, is a practice. And by the time the real drafts come up, we'll be on our game, firing like a well-oiled machine. So, yeah. We'll give out the grades, and let's see. Chase Edmonds, Melvin Gordon, Daniel Jones, Jared Goff, all gone there. And now Albert up. Let's see the board here, kind of see how everything shook out. Ooh, Will playing it risky there. Goff being his second quarterback. Kyler Brady, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, yeah, very good as a third quarterback. Ramondre Stevenson, a good depth piece to Albert's backfield. Ice up, son, up next. He'll have our last pick of 11 and then kick off round 12. With something else. Let's see. Yeah, Robert Woods. The pick there at the 11-12. And then we'll kick off the first pick of round 12 there. Daryl Henderson. Okay. So a Ram and a former Ram selected there back-to-back. I could have gotten Henderson as an Akers handcuff. Oh, well. Let's see. What will Albert go here? He could go third quarterback or fifth running back. He's in a good position here. He could kind of just do whatever. And he's got Mark Andrews. I think I'm the only person out of tight end. I'm looking for those stupid auto picks. Most people would never take two tight ends like that. That's so aggravating that the stupid thing did that, because in most drafts I could have just waited and gotten Pat Fryermuth. Malik Willis, that's interesting. I don't think Malik Willis will see the field, so I don't really like that for redraft. But I guess if something would happen to Tannehill, he could just stash him on the bench. Higbee, Tunyon. Jeez, man, these freaking tight ends. Way too many tight ends getting drafted, y'all. I'm not even mad that I don't have a tight end. None of these tight ends are worth it. This is super flex, y'all. It's not tight end premium. It's just super flex. Tight ends don't get bonus. Like, and I know some leagues do tight end premium. Shout out to the Fantasy Hustler. He's a big proponent of tight end premium, but this draft is not that. Let's see here. We could go with a fifth receiver, a fifth running back. Gus Bus still there. Jamal Williams. Marlon Mack. Yeah, let's go Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack's a starting running back for the Houston Texans, or at least on paper. Man, 3 Texans. That looks kind of ugly, but, I mean, they're all good values. They're late. Mariota, I like that as a third quarterback because of his rushing ability. I think he's going to get a lot of rushing. So that's a good pick. Good way to end it there by Caden, Alexander Madison, Tyler Boyd, Odell Beckham, a flyer there. And then our mystery relevant of tonight's mock will be oh, I can't hold my breath that long. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm thinking, looking at Brett's roster here, I'll just pull up the rosters. I'm thinking he could go. He's got a pretty balanced roster. He could go to another running back, probably another running back or receiver. Because, I mean, with Mahomes and Prescott, I don't think a third quarterback's real pressing here. Rondale Moore, okay. All right. They are finished here with this Mock Draft Monday. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. But for those that want to stick around, we will grade all 12 squads. We did 12 to 1 last week, so we'll do 1 to 12 this week. We'll start with Brett. And let's see here. You got Pat Mahomes, Dak Prescott, Alvin Kamara, Zeke, Antonio Gibson, Chris Godwin, Big Mike Williams, Cordero Patterson, Gabe Davis, Tim Patrick, Zach Ertz, and Ron Dale Moore. Solid squad there. Receiving core a little weak, but he's got some upside options there with Gabe Davis and Rondale Moore. Running backs, solid but risky there with Zeke and Kamara leading the way. And Patterson, solid depth, but still is very shaky, though. Quarterbacks, very strong, obviously, with Mahomes and Dak. And tight end, solid there with Zach Ertz. I'll give this, it's just a lot of risk, man, with Kamara, Zeke, Godwin. I don't know. I'm going to be a little tough here. I'm going to say a C+. It's got potential, but to me, too much risk to get into the B range. This was Santana's team. I don't know why he left. I guess he had to go or whatever. But yeah, he drafted most of the team, so we'll give him a grade. Not letting me highlight it, though, so I guess we'll just do this for now. Santana, he's got Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman, Dalton Schultz, Devontae Smith, A-Rob. And then this is where I think where auto pick took over. Gronk, Michael Carter, Odell Beckham. Let's see. Quarterbacks strong there with Allen and Rodgers. Running backs pretty weak outside of Swift and Jones. Carter, not a reliable RB3. The receivers, not bad. Could use a little better WR1, but not bad. Schultz, a solid tight end. Didn't need Gronk, though, so yeah, not bad, but yeah, this one's just like, yeah, it's not that good. I mean, the auto picks, I would probably maybe a D, but I'm not going to be that. I'll say C-. I mean, it's not terrible, but definitely could be better. Let's see. CC Strong up next. CC Strong has Justin Herbert, Joe Mixon, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Elijah Mitchell, Darren Waller, Mac Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, Isaiah Spiller, Pat Freiermuth, and Tyler Boyd. And I see we got a couple comments here. Richard wanting to know what we think of his team. It looked pretty good. I thought we'll give you your in-depth grade whenever you come up, man. We're going from 1 to 12. And then Albert, for some reason, I thought this was Dynasty all day. I mean, I've been been too much with Hustler, man. Shout out to Hus, but yeah, they'd stay in Dynasty mode over there. Yeah, this was redraft, bro. I'll cut you some slack since you thought it was Dynasty. But anyway, back to who was this? CC Strong. Solid quarterback duo. I mean, Mac Jones, not the best QB2, but not bad, though. Probably could have used a third. His running back room, pretty weak, honestly. I mean, Joe Mixon and Elijah Mitchell, a decent too, but Isaiah Spiller could use a better third running back. Receiver strong at first, then Hopkins kind of. And I mean, it's a good receiver room. Diggs, Allen, Hopkins, Lockett, Boyd. Can't really argue with it. And then Waller and Freiermuth. This was not bad, but it's a little lacking in some important areas. So I'm going to say kind of like with Santana, although the start was really good. So I'll give this one a C on the dot for C Strong. Goldie up next. So no B's so far. I've been a little tougher this time. Last week I was pretty generous. Bogard, our guest last week, was real tough. So let's see here. Or Godly, actually. I've been reading it wrong this whole time. I thought it was Goldie. It's Godly. Okay. All right. Godly. Let's grade your team, bro. Jonathan Taylor, Matt Stafford, Javonte Williams, Leonard Fournette, George Kittle, Hollywood Brown, Jerry Jeudy, Ryan Tannehill, Brandon Ayuk, Russell Gage, Carson Wentz, Alexander Madison. I think this one's pretty solid. I mean, he's got a strong backfield there with those three, and then even threw in Madison as depth. Quarterback room is all right. Stafford, Tannehill, and Wentz, he can rotate them. That'll be all right as second quarterbacks. Hollywood, Jeudy, Ayuk, Gage. A little weak at receiver, but he's got Kittle. Oh, this one's not bad. This one's not bad at all. I'll give this one a B minus. I mean, I think it could be a little stronger in some areas, but overall, he got good values with a lot of these picks. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. I'll give it a B, actually. I'm going to go a B. That's a B. That's a good team. I think that's a playoff team. Caden up next. Dalvin Cook, Travis Kelce, Nick Chubb, David Montgomery, Tua Tagovailoa, DJ Moore, Traylon Burke, Zach Wilson. Capped off with Darnell Mooney, Christian Kirk, James Robinson, and Marcus Mariota. All right, so quarterback's very weak. I mean, Mariota's a good third, but Wilson's all right as a second, but Tua should not be a first. Probably if he could have done that over again, I'm sure would have taken one in the first four. The running backs, though, really strong. Cook, Chubb, Monty, J-Rob, great backfield. Receiver room a little weak. DJ Moore, not someone you want as your anchor WR1. And then Kelce, though, really good. So, I mean, not bad, but for Superflex, just how weak the quarterback room is. This is, I'm about to say C minus. It's just too weak at quarterback and receiver. I know the backfield's good in Kelce, but yeah, it could, maybe I'm being a little harsh. I mean, it's definitely, it's going to be in the mix, but I don't know. I typically prefer in Superflex building with the quarterbacks up higher. So let's see mine. Joe Burrow, Devontae Adams, Cam Akers, Kirk Cousins, James Conner, Deontay Johnson, A.J. Dillon, Chris Olave, Brandon Cooks, Rashad Penny, Davis Mills, Marlon Mack. Yeah, too many Texans at the end there. I like my first 8 a lot. My back end's a little weak. Let's see. Burrow, Cousins, Mills, though. I like the quarterback room. My backfield, it's all right, but nothing special. The receiver room, like the receiver room. And then the no tight end. Yeah, no, I didn't do too well here, y'all. I'll give myself a C+. I mean, because I feel like I've got upside. A lot of upside, but I didn't draft a tight end, which is risky. So I'm going to have to be streaming that. And my bench is kind of suspect there. So, I mean, I feel like if my starting lineup stays healthy, it's a playoff team. But I don't know. If I would get any amount of injuries, I'd be kind of screwed. So I'm honest with y'all. I'm not a biased. I mean, I don't hate this team. I don't really like it either. So there you go. I'm giving myself a not so good grade. Richie Rich up next. There you go, Richard. You are on the board. And Will, I didn't know it was Superflex at first. Oh, okay. I'll take that into account then when grading. And he still got Derek Carr though. So that was good. But let's do Richie Rich here. Cooper Kupp, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, T. Higgins, followed by Travis Etienne, Josh Jacobs, TJ Hawkinson, and Garrett Wilson. Capped off with Matt Ryan, Jamison Williams, Chase Edmonds, and Ronald Jones. Okay. Yikes. The backfield really rough here. I like Etienne, but not as a RB1. I was saying my backfield was kind of sus, but this one's really, it's just straight up bad in my opinion. I mean, Josh Jacobs is all right as a RB2, but I mean, Edmonds and that committee's no sure thing. And then Rojo, another committee back. The quarterback room's really good, though. Russ, Deshaun Watson, and Matt Ryan as insurance in case Watson gets suspended. And Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, Wilson, Jamison, Hawkinson. Not a whole lot of depth, but Kupp and Higgins very strong. This one's good. I mean, the backfield's a little weak, but it's not bad. I think, considering you got Hawkinson, I'll give this. I'll go B minus, even though the backfield's a little weak. I'll say B minus here because I think other than the backfield, everything else about this team's really good. I think he can overcome that. And if Etienne hits, this is a for sure playoff team. Irish boy up next. Jalen Hurts, Najee Harris, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, followed by Amari Cooper, Jameis Winston, Cortland Sutton, Dawson Knox, capped off with Rashad Bateman, Adam Thielen, Melvin Gordon, and Allen the Lizard Lazard. All right, let's see here. Kurtz and Winston, solid. Probably should have taken a third quarterback, though, considering Winston's coming off an ACL and Hurts. Such a runner. He's kind of injury prone. Probably going to miss a few games if he keeps up that reckless running style. Najee Harris, Saquon Barkley, Melvin Gordon there late. Yeah, backfield depth lacking, but very strong duo there with those first two. And A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper, Cortland Sutton, Rashad Bateman, Adam Thielen. Yeah, that's a solid receiving core. I mean, A.J. Brown, you got the Hurts Brown stack. Not super excited about that, but it's not bad. And then Dawson Knox, solid tight end. And this was not bad. I'll give this one a B. I'll give this one a B. Highest grade I've given out so far. I feel like Irish pretty much covered all the bases here outside of quarterback depth. Everything else about this looks and running back depth. Yeah, maybe knock it down to B minus, but I'll stick with B. Irish, you did well, man. That's a good squad. That's a good squad. Let's see. Rich, I was thinking my QB could help out my RB. Let's see what Yeah, no, your QBs are very good, man. So no, yeah, you still got a good grade, bro. B minus. That's tied for second right now. I'm being a little tougher with the grades tonight. So you did well, man. You're a playoff team. And Irish, let's go, yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's you killed it tonight, dude. That was a good team. I know a lot of times I'm harsh on Irish boy, but I liked his little team tonight. I thought it came out pretty well. Roger up next. Let's see what he's got. Kyler Murray, CMC, Tyreek Hill, Tom Brady. Ooh, that's an interesting start. A lot of big names, followed by Scary Terry McLaurin, Kenneth Walker, CEH, and Juju. Capped off with Chase Claypool, Mike Gesicki, Daniel Jones, and Robert Tonyan. All right. The quarterback's very strong. No complaints there. Running backs. RB2 maybe a little weak, but I mean, he got CMC at such a good value that it's solid. Wide receivers, Tyreek, not bad as a WR1 at that price. And then McLaurin, Juju, Claypool, kind of weak at receiver, but, then Gesicki and Tonyan. So, a little, I mean, not the strongest, but it's all, he built it well. He took quarterbacks early and then CMC. I know CMC is a little injury prone, obviously, but the way he started, this is a good team. I'll give this one a B plus. So we're upping it again. I've yet to give out an A, but I'm giving it a B plus here. B plus for Roger. Good job, brother. And now Will is up next here at the pick 10. Let's see here. Yeah, best grade from Guru ever. Yep. There you go. Playoff bound for Irish boy. Let's see Will here. All right, Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry, Derek Carr. So he still got a QB early. He said he didn't know it was Superflex to start, but I mean Jefferson and Henry, very good pieces there, and then Derek Carr. So not bad. Not a bad start all. Then Kyle Pitts, J.K. Dobbins, Michael Thomas. A little risky there with Thomas, but not bad. Damian Harris and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Then capped off with Tony Pollard, Michael Gallup, Jared Goff, and Tyler Higbee. This is good. The only complaint I would have would be I would have taken a third quarterback instead of Higbee. I would have taken like a Mariota or Sam Darnold or something in case Goff is a complete dumpster fire. But I mean, the receiving core, I mean, not bad. I feel like Amon-Ra and Gallup are solid depth in case Thomas doesn't work out. In the backfield, very strong. A lot of old school runners there. And then Tony Pollard's got upside. Derek Carr is I think is very solid as a first quarterback. And then Kyle Pitts, obviously an elite tight end. This is a pretty solid team. I mean, this is one. I'll give it, you know what? I know he said he didn't know it was Superflex, so we'll give it. Man, I might give out my first A here. I mean, I don't really have many complaints about it. I mean, the second quarter, I'll go ahead and almost made it the A mark. I would have, if it's had the quarterback depth, I'd say A minus, but still a playoff team. I'll go ahead and B plus, tied for the highest grade. So very good, Will. That's a solid team. And even though, he didn't get he still got Derek Carr, so that's not bad at all. That's a good team. No complaints, really. Just the quarterback depth is the only thing. Albert up next. Lamar Jackson begins it, followed by CeeDee Lamb, Mark Andrews, Breece Hall, and Jalen Waddle. Yeah, no problem, bud. Followed by Breece Hall. Let's see. Lamar, CeeDee, Mark Andrews, Breece Hall, Jalen Waddle, Trevor Lawrence, Miles Sanders, Drake London, Elijah Moore, James Cook, not Jared Cook, James Cook, Ramondre Stevenson, and Malik Willis. All right, so yeah, Albert went really young here, thinking it was dynasty, but not bad though. I mean, Lamar, T-Law, very good quarterback duo. CD, Waddle, Drake London, Elijah Moore, very young receiving core, but all guys that could put up numbers. Mark Andrews, obviously a stud at tight end, and in the backfield though is where it's really sketchy. I mean, yeah, Breece Hall, Miles Sanders, James Cook, Ramondre Stevenson. So yeah, this one's not bad. I'll go ahead and. I mean, yeah, it is a little lacking though. It's just too young. I'm gonna go ahead and say a C. I'll say C. I would say a C, but since he thought it was dynasty, I'll say C plus. I'll cut him a little break there, Albert. If this was dynasty, it'd be an A. I mean, it's a very good team with a lot of promise. But yeah, for redraft purposes, it could be an uphill battle. Let's see, Richard. I think it would come down to the QBs for Superflex. A lot of good teams. Just depends on what your Superflex is going to get you every week. Yeah, that's a good point, Richard. Yeah, that's why I couldn't quite give Will there an A because, I mean, I was a little generous with him because he said he didn't know it was Superflex at first. But, yeah, he definitely won a better second quarterback than Jared Goff. There's no doubt about that. And let's see. Ice Up, son. Up next, Austin Eckler, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Trey Lance, followed by Justin Fields, DK Metcalf, Devin Singletary, Kareem Hunt, and then capped off with Dallas Goddard, Hunter Renfrow, Robert Woods, and Daryl Henderson. All right. Let's see. Eckler, Singletary. Yeah, I mean, Eckler's good, obviously, but the second running back a little weak there. Singletary and Hunt, I mean, one of them could be all right. Receivers are very good with Chase, Deebo, DK, Renfrow, and Woods. That's a strong receiving core. Goddard, a good tight end. It's just, yeah, the quarterbacks, though, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, very young and unpredictable with those two. And then no third quarterback makes it to where I wouldn't feel too confident there because, like Richard said, the quarterback's very important in Superflex. And I mean, is Justin Fields really going to be a dependable Superflex? Is Trey Lance really going to be a dependable QB1? I tend to doubt it. I feel like they're both going to be very up and down. So the rest of it's good, though. I'll say another C plus. So, all right. So the playoff teams here, let's see. We've got Will and Roger. With B pluses, they'd be the two bye weeks. Irish Boy with a solid B would also make it. Godly got a B. He's in. As well as Richie Rich, a B minus. So that's 5. And in our 6th playoff spot, we had a tie. A 4-way tie between Brett, myself, Albert, and Ice Up. So it was tough, but we're going to go ahead and for the tiebreaker, because Richie did have a point about the quarterbacks being so valuable for the last playoff spot, we're going to give it to Brett. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, and if Kamara's not suspended for too long, and I think Brett gets in, and if he does get in, he'll definitely have a chance to win it. So I think this might be the first time in the history of Mock Draft Monday that I don't put myself in the playoffs. I don't hate my team, but I feel like it's just, you guys killed it. I don't really feel like mine is as good as it normally is, but that's a compliment to y'all. The fact that the Guru Nation mock was so good, or y'all knocked the Guru himself out of the playoffs. Props to y'all. I'll have to do better next week because like I said, my start was all right, but the depth, the end was not very good. So we'll have to do better, but anyway, that's going to wrap this one up. Y'all appreciate everyone that tuned in. It was fun. And we'll be back next week. Might do YouTube again. I like this YouTube format better than Instagram. Instagram's too messy. YouTube's more structured. I like it better. We'll probably run it back here next week. Might do a dynasty mock next week. Have to see. Maybe we could have Hustler or one of our fellow dynasty content creators on, since that's been something we have been a little more in tune with lately. We actually have a slow draft with Hustler coming up with Hustler, Bogard, Miles Peacock, JD Guccini of the Heart to Start gang. So yeah, we'll have all that coming up. Love it. Love that. It was fun. Yeah, yes, most definitely, Richard. Appreciate you tuning in, man. It was good having you. We'll definitely have to have you back, as well as everyone else. Will, Irish Boy, Albert, everyone in the comments. Thank y'all. It was fun. And until next time, Guru Nation, y'all have a blessed evening, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.